to the fact that when I record, especially video game screen, you're going to see like 10 pixels per inch, maybe 3 pixels per inch. So that to me is not acceptable. I want quality. I want you to have quality when you're seeing my stuff. When I had my old phone, I mean, my old phone was working, right? And then the rain ruined it. The water drenched it. My 5-year-old phone. Actually, it was like maybe it lasted 4 years. So that's generous, right? But I mean, I had no problems making live streams of anything. 3DS, PS Vita, Game Boy Advance, Switch, you name it, it was there. But when I try to do it with this new phone, it's fucking impossible. And having the antenna tuned up makes it worse. So I made a decision that I'm probably not going to use the antenna. I may not do live streams anymore. Um, Obviously, it's easier with this live stream because unless I'm doing this, right, in which you're seeing this shit and you're seeing pixels and then you can't see my face or which I sound like that. It's kind of annoying after the second stream or so. With the Mario stream and the Zelda stream, I kind of got away with it, but it was like really difficult to get what I wanted. So that was some bullshit. And Donkey Kong was like 30%, 40% visible. Like you can tell that I was doing something, but you couldn't see exactly what I was doing. And that was bullshit. So what I will be doing is some live stream tests. And if I do another game and speak, if it's live, that means I figured out what the problem is. If it's not live, that means that uh, I can't. I'm trying to test because I'm using two different things. I'm using a phone and a tablet to record, so I'm going to have to figure out how to do this best. All right. So one is love is real. So let's go over the three topics. I have three basic topics. One, when love is real, 8-hour shift, and uh, technology. So if you see the thumbnail, only Rachel will understand what that thumbnail means. If you look at what I'm holding, if you were there to work on Tuesday, because I had a Tuesday shift, if you saw that, if you know what I'm talking about, that's sort of an inside joke. Only you know what that is. Only Rachel knows. And I've not seen Rachel in a long time. So anyway, when is love real? To me, love is real when you're no longer texting. If, let's say you meet somebody first online, it's awkward for you. You don't pick up on your coworkers. You don't pick up on. You're not going to pick up on family members. You're not going to pick up on people because sometimes it's too difficult. When you talk to most women, they have wedding rings on. But let's say you meet a woman off of Tinder, off of Zeus, Match.com, whatever you have to do, and she'll tell you whatever you want to hear. You'll say whatever you want to say to her, but it's not real because ultimately you two have to meet in person. Now there's a YouTuber. I'm distracted. I just came out of an 8-hour shift, in case you're wondering. An 8-hour shift from clean. So basically, I did sweeping and picking up of trash from 11 in the morning. Yeah, to 11 in the morning to 7 at night. And I just got home around 10:15 because I had to take 2 hours by train. There was a fist fight. We'll get into that. We'll get into all this. I didn't get into the fist fight, but there was some fists flying. And I'm just like, no, this is ridiculous. Anyway, so there's this YouTuber, I won't say who he is. He claims that he's found the love of his life. Now, he said this before, and he deleted videos before of him saying that he found the woman of his dreams, and then he deleted videos off of his channel. Hell, I deleted videos, but sometimes they were just videos that weren't working. And so I would delete one live stream or two. And he claimed that, so this is his wife. I don't know if he's saying this is wifey, like not a real wife. because if you've never met her, you can't be married to her. You gotta know what you're dealing with, who she is. He's shown a picture of her, but I'm a little skeptical. Now, I could be a dumbass for all I know. She could be a real person who really knows this guy, and these two could hit it off. I said, hey, send a picture, the two of you together in front of like Mount Rushmore, or the Grand Canyon, or a forest, or maybe Disneyland or wherever. Okay, and maybe I'll be like, oh, okay, this is real. Okay, hey, no, no, I'm shutting the fuck up now. But something tells me that this is probably fake. Why? Because he's had problems keeping jobs. He's had problems. I think he quit his last job making music. So he's no longer doing that. And if you're going to get married to anybody, and he wants to marry outside the United States, if you're going to get married to anybody, you need to have a fucking job. Sorry. Sorry to bear the bad news to you, but that's the way it's got to be. So, yeah, that's in that case. And like I said, it's not that he shouldn't have anyone in his life, but he's had like episodes where he would cry. He had a video where he would cry at a fast food place because he just didn't like the drama he was dealing with on Twitter. I think according to him, or when I saw some of his tweets, and he would get into fights with people or get into insults. So I don't know if he's telling the whole story. I don't know what's going on with that. For all I know, he could be either behaving himself or he gets into really stupid fights with people or being a troll himself, as well as the trolls who troll him. And I get into some pissing matches with people, but I don't try to be insulting. I always try to say, look, I'm going to say what I want. My opinions are my own. If you don't like it, there are people with 10 million followers who will have that cocksucking opinion that you just love so much. Why don't you go to their channel, right? That's how I feel. So that's my fights. But this guy will get into fights on Twitter. So, one guy said, hey, Chief, just get off of Twitter. So he's had emotional breakdowns. He's had problems keeping jobs. Now all of a sudden he's got a girlfriend. And he's got special needs, so his girlfriend has special needs. When I wrote a comment about taking a picture together, and his girlfriend conveniently wrote back. And his girlfriend has been writing back to everybody's comments like, oh, guess what? We're going to be together. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And it's kind of like, this feels like a lot of red flags to me. I feel like this guy's lying, like he's creating this person, like this woman is somebody else. All I have to do is do a fucking Google image search or Bing image search, and I bet you I could find that person somewhere else. And if that's the case, what are you trying to do, man? Like, what are you doing? I mean, I understand you're doing these things, but I think you have enough conscience to know when you're really fucking up, whether you have autism or not, whether autism speaks or doesn't speak. If you know you're trying to fool people, don't try to fool anybody. Don't try to fool anyone. I'm shifting lighting around just to play around with this. It's been a long fucking night. For me, it's very possible that the girl I'm talking to now could have a boyfriend or a fiance. And I told her, look, I'm okay with that. I'm not going to cheat with you or be your boy toy when he disappoints you. I'm not interested in that. But if you're with someone else, I'll be happy for you. It'll be a bit awkward for me because, we can't really talk much anymore. And I don't want to disrespect him. That's it. That's me at 43 years old saying this, as opposed to a 20-year-old be like, oh, I can't believe this. Why is she not talking to me? Maybe I should. No, I'm done. I'm fucking done with that. That's the thing. That's the thing for TFL. You gotta know when you're done with certain behaviors. It's like Joey Diaz says, the things that we did in our 20s killed us in our 30s. But Lee Syatt would still keep doing them, right? When he had a girlfriend. What does he say? He says, you hang around, you tell a girl you're a normal guy, but then you're going around with Chinese chicks and getting your ass lit up on fire with firecrackers, and then you get caught cheating with your girlfriend catches you with another girl because you didn't tell her you like to put it up your ass. with firecrackers. I don't know. But you got to know who you want. You got to know. I told the blonde. I told Princess Peach. I'll call her Princess Peach. I told her, you got to know who and what you want in life. And if you're so sure about it, then nothing I say or do will ever change your mind because you'll never see me that way. And I think that that's fine. It seemed I thought I had assumed she wasn't really looking for anything, but she's a beautiful woman. She is drop dead gorgeous. So, and she's talking to me as often as she wants, and she always sees my notes. And she is a real person. We have talked on live streams, so she is real. She has acknowledged me. We have acknowledged each other. She is a real person. Um, it's just that I don't know what she really wants, what a girl wants, what a girl needs. So that's it as far as relationships go. I came out of an 8-hour shift. So I take 2 trains to go to my job, uh, building and grounds worker. Sometimes for parks, sometimes for outdoor malls, sometimes for big areas, big parties, big events. Okay, various things. And I'm always sweeping. We got the yellow, orange vests, whatever we have to do. We have our uniforms on. We go sweep. And so on my way, there was a guy who was. So I take the red line to work, metro train. And as you should know, people hold those doors open all the fucking time, pulling the knobs, emergency knobs and shit, letting people in. And this guy, I think there was a small Chicano letting somebody on, and these two big white dudes were like trying to like hassle him for opening the doors or whatever. And then it got into a fist fight, and it really got out of hand. I don't know what was going on. And I tried to stop it, but it was going to keep happening anyway. So, and then he walked to another part of the train. Then the security guard got involved. So, it was a big mess. So I knew the security guard was there. I knew there were other people around. It's just when you see these 2 big 6-foot tall white dudes trying to beat up a little Mexican, as one lawyer said, which sounded a little racist, but beating up a little Mexican, come on, you can't keep doing that. So there was a fist fight on the train, slugfest. There were a lot of things happening, and I smashed my fucking thumb. I've had 3 accidents. When I went to work on Tuesday, my foot, which normally would be flat going up on stairs, really twisted the wrong way. So like almost like vertically, and somehow it shifted my veins in my ball ankle, and I was pissed off. When I was reading my book on Wednesday night or Thursday night, I was choked. I suddenly couldn't breathe. I suddenly had like phlegm or blood or whatever the fuck was clogging my airways, and I couldn't breathe. I wasn't eating anything. I wasn't chewing anything. I didn't have anything to eat for hours. Yet I suddenly couldn't breathe anything. And then tonight I smashed my thumb. But I had an 8-hour shift. Very easy sweeping mostly, then changing trash. It was kind of a stressful day, just seeing all kinds of people I haven't seen in months. I haven't been back to work in 2.5 months, so I'm working weekends. I will be doing this as long as I don't have to work Mondays. If I work Mondays, that's going to be a disaster. That's going to be a disaster. But I won't be able to do this as much. It's hard to see. I shift around this perspective. Spooky shit, right? Or when you do it like this, tell campfire stories, right? Because when I do a live stream, I can't have the light the way I need it. So figure out all kinds of ideas, and it's nighttime. But anyway, and technology. So last thing is technology. So yeah, work was rough. The YouTuber, the person I know, Maybe his girlfriend is fake. Maybe his girlfriend is real. We will soon see the truth. We will find out. We will soon find out. I don't know. The blonde I'm talking to, maybe maybe she is with somebody, maybe she's not. I don't know. She is real, you know, and maybe I will meet her in person. When I meet her in person, I promise you I will know what the fuck is going on. Okay? Because messages don't mean shit. And that's it. So this live stream might have been a bit pixelated, a little bit glitchy, but I'm going to do some tests. Worst case scenario is live streams don't work very well for video gaming anymore, and I will be putting up like pre-recorded stuff instead. But I got to test out the live streams as best as I can. So yeah, technology. So I tested out some technology. I won't get into it really because it's like confidentiality. But whether we use virtual reality or augmented reality, I kind of like the augmented reality. I mean, imagine augmented reality like virtual reality, like it's in stereoscopic 3D. Is that safer to use than virtual reality? Because in virtual reality, you're locked off into another world, but your eyes will hurt even if you're looking at it at 720, even if you're somewhere else, an Oculus Rift. When your eyes go back, eventually you're going to kind of be disoriented. With augmented reality, I don't think it's the same exact thing, but it's possible because you're seeing images. However, the real world is in front of you. So maybe it's easier. And what's the future? You know, incorporating real life things, but putting digital things in front of it. You already see that with board games, where some board games, you take a picture with your camera, and then you see these images pop up on the board. That brings the board to life. You know, not exactly a video game, but when you have the board there, it's interesting. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Start a new week, but weekends I work. And when the Sunday closes and I'm done with my 2 nights, I'll be glad to talk some more with all of you. And that's it. So until then, have a great week. The one thing to take a lesson is pay attention to your surroundings, all of your surroundings. Look everywhere. Look behind, look in front, back, all around. Okay, and just remember that you are not alone. I am here with you, and we will get to the truth of what things are sooner or later. Real or not, there is truth in fiction. There is some fiction from truth. But in the end, we are always going to be who we are. Until next time, look around you and try new things and know when love is real.